I now give the floor to the representative of Algeria.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank Under-Secretary General, Madam Joyce Msuya, for her insightful briefing. At the outset, I would like to reiterate Algeria's deep concern over the continued deterioration of the humanitarian situation caused by the conflict in Ukraine. Despite the numerous calls of the international community to de-escalate tensions and to favor dialogue and diplomacy, this conflict is still fueled by confrontation and military action. As a result, we deplore the continued loss of lives among civilians on both sides of the border. The number of refugees and internally displaced persons keeps growing as civilians continue to flee from conflict areas, trying to find safe shelter for their families. In the meantime, critical civilian infrastructure is still being targeted by military operations. The approaching winter will further complicate the humanitarian situation and prolongs the suffering of millions of people, including women, children, and the elderly. Against this backdrop, Algeria emphasizes the need to respect and uphold the rules of international law, including international humanitarian law. Algeria reiterates its call to the parties to end all hostilities, reverse the trend of bloodshed and destruction, and favor diplomacy and peaceful settlement of disputes. It is critical for both parties, as well as for the international community, to join efforts to lay the ground for inclusive and constructive dialogue and negotiations. Neither confrontation nor polarization did or will take this conflict closer to any peaceful solution. Only a genuine dialogue between the parties could lead to a peaceful political solution based on the principles and purposes of the UN Charter and the legitimate security concerns of all parties. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Algeria for their statement.